Hello, this is Deborah back. I'm starting a new drawing and I wanted to share a few things with you. The concept I'm working on right now, I drew a rooster yesterday. This is my rooster, Hoss. He's big and he's mean. So I'm doing a concept of four stately things and walk the way they walk. They have a majestic pace, the Bible says, and there's four things that walk like that. One is a rooster, and I can testify to that. That rooster struts around in that pen. He is the king of that pen, and he knows it. And he has a majestic strut. He does. It's amazing to watch it. But there's three other things the Bible says, and one of them is the lion. So I can't just draw a lion out of the top of my head. It's just not in there. I mean, I can kind of probably draw a comical little thing, but it's not in my head. So I go to clip art. This is how I do it. I go to clip art. Am I going to steal this person's art? No. But that's what it's there for, to give you an idea of what someone else saw a lion look like. Well, that's perfect. That's what I want right there. I'm not going to copy it exactly like that, but I like the body alignment, and I need that. Somebody watched a lion somewhere, took a picture of a lion, and this is their concept of a lion. I think it's beautiful, and I like the way he's walking toward me. That's why I chose it. He's majestic. So how do I do that? How do I take that from this tablet to this paper? This is really the beginning. Well, I got this little gadget here. You don't have to have this. This fell in my lap. Somebody gave it to me. Some kind of architectural thing. It's like a protractor, but it's a little more special than that because you can see through it. I'm not saying you have to have this little gadget, but I'm saying I have it, so I'm going to use it. Now, if you don't have this to start your drawing, I thought, chopsticks. All you want to do, and these are pencils, is find out about how big this thing is going to be on my paper. There's the top of his head, there's the bottom of his foot. All right, so I hold it, move stuff out of the way before you start, and I put, can you see it? Well, it looks bigger than it is. Now, there you go. So that's going to be the top of its head to the bottom of his feet. Where do I want it on this paper? Well, let me look at the paper, not the phone. Okay, that's where I want it, right there. Top of his head to bottom of his feet. See how easy that was? Now, if you don't have a tablet, you do it with your phone. Pull it back a little bit, and that gives me an idea, because I want him about that big. As big as he is on this tablet. I think that's a nice size. I blew him up a little bit. Save the image. Please save the image. There's so many. Oh, Lord, to find that image again, you'll have to do a lot of research. So save it on your phone. Absolutely. Okay, so I've got a guideline here. I'll just lay my pencil down. It don't have to be perfect, but it's giving you well, see what can happen. Don't get upset. You kind of knew it in your head. And it just gives you a little guideline. There you go. Don't make too much out of it. Not going to be exactly the same. So I'm going to just put me a little guideline. There's where I'm going to put his head. And down here is where I'm going to put his foot. There you go. Get rid of the pencils. Would it have been easier to use this little gadget? Yes, because I can lock it. I can put it here. I'm trying to do it while I'm on my phone. Sorry about that. Put it here, and then I can take this little thing and lock it. Yeah, it'd been easy. But I still got my guideline, don't I? Don't have to have a lot of fancy tools, is what I'm saying. Use what you have. Okay, so I got to get started. Where do I want to start? I always try to start at the most, I could start at his foot. That's a good starting point. Because, Can I pull back? Yeah, because I know his foot's going to be right there. So I just start copying. And remember what I said. Do it bad. You're going to do it bad at first. It's okay. Especially if you're holding a phone and trying to copy something. You're going to do it horrible. Yeah, do it horrible. Laugh at yourself. Be playful. Don't take life too seriously. I mean, life is serious. I'm not trying to say it's not. It's very serious. As a matter of fact, I was just studying something and I thought, wow, is that our plight, really? And it said that we're kind of like, here it is. I always like to take the Bible when I read it and draw it. It kind of makes me understand it better. So here I was studying, and it says, the sons of men, that's us, we're snared in an evil time, and we're like fish caught in a net. And see how simple this is? Child drawing. But it helps me remember. Fish caught in a net, we're like a bird in a snare. And that's us on this earth. We're kind of trapped. we know we got it rough, So roll with it. Have fun, be playful, enjoy it. Take it serious, though. Yeah, take your life serious. So I started with a leg. You see where I started? It doesn't matter where you start. That's the point. Doesn't matter, just start. Just start somewhere. So here I am, I've started. So I'm going to do it bad. I'm especially going to do it bad today, holding this phone. Trying to look at the phone, trying to make sure I've got the phone on the drawing, trying to make sure that, see how complicated things can be in life? I'm trying to do 5 things at once, like a typical mother. Trying to work and take care of kids and have a nice home and get you to soccer practice and, yeah. And the one going to college and one still in first grade and, yeah, this is life. Juggling. See, I've got a semblance of his legs crossed. And I got to make sure now, this is the top of his head. I have to keep going back to that. So I may have to go up here and start drawing his hair a little bit so I can keep my size reference. Yeah. Now you can see this is not going to be the same line. Nowhere near it. By the time I get through, it'll be my line. It won't belong to this person that lives anymore. It'll be mine. So here's like a little triangle. See it? That's what I call it. Like a little loopy triangle at the top of his head that I'm trying to draw here. It doesn't have to be right. It doesn't have to even be good. Just do it. It gives you a reference point. There's his eyebrows, so I'll come down a little bit below and put his eyes. Eyes are magnificent. My eyes are probably going to be a little rounder because I tend to do rounder eyes. I don't know why. I like a child's eyes. The innocence, the beauty, glory of God in their eyes. So he's got a little bit of light somewhere. See how I ain't even finished my drawing. I have not even finished my drawing and I'm already starting to do detail. There's no rhyme or reason. It's how you do it. How you do it. Are there better ways? Probably. Probably are. And maybe if you go to art school, you might learn those ways. I didn't. So I have to kind of wing it. You can learn online. You can learn from people better than me, but sometimes people can do it, they can't teach it. And sometimes people can't do it that well, but they can teach it. Let's see, I've lost my picture here. Hello. Yeah, I look a little shabby, but I'm a shabby chic. I've lost my picture. So let me go back and see. This is a new thing my husband got for his birthday. Happy birthday, my son-in-law. All right, here we go. There he's back. So I've got one eye semi-drawn a little bit. And the other one, the animal's eyes, I think, are a little further apart than people's eyes. This is where I usually have my little problem. Getting these eyes kind of level. You see what I'm doing? I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking at this other eye. And I'm going over here thinking, where do I want this thing? Let's just get started. That's the hard part. Trust in yourself. Okay, I can already tell. It's a little cattywampus. Okay, it gives me a starting point. I can fix it. I've got something there. I can fix it. So I got something there. Not great. So here's the dark part of his eye. Right here. All right. I'm 11 minutes in. I'm trying not to make my videos so long. It's hard. Now, if you'll notice, I heard Jordan Peterson say this on a beautiful teaching he did, that the animals don't show the whites of eyes that the humans do. The animals don't do that. So humans, you can tell what we're looking at. But animals, I think I'm missing something here on this eye. But I'm not sure. Sorry about that. Not sure what it is, but I'll figure it out when the time comes. Okay, they're obviously not even. But that's okay. There's me a start. I can kind of see see where I'm at. I can kind of see where his eyes go. I can kind of see that these legs are a little bit long. So I'll have to make some adjustments. Maybe I should have done the face first. Maybe I should have. That's okay. I'll work on it. I'll get it right. But this is the beginning. Remember I told you the hard part. Put your head down. It's just kind of like when you're gardening or you're doing any job that's, you got to get started. You got to get going. A long process, you know it. So, but this is the hard part, getting started. Now, I'll reach a point like I have right here. I'm at my fun point now. I'm going to color it. I'm going to do details. I'm going to shade. I'm going to make it come off the paper toward me. That's the fun part. This is the hard part. So let's get to doing the hard part. Got to get started. It's anything in life that's new. This is new. I'm learning. I'm learning what a lion's face looks like. I'm learning if I do this, it'll do this. And then if I do this, it'll mess me up. And I have to go back and erase it. So I'm learning as I draw. Just like you, I'm learning. So let's get at it and do the best we can. See his little nose shaping up? I don't want him to look sweet. He's not going to be a Disney lion. He's going to be a fierce lion, so I've got to work on this. He looks too sweet right now. But see, just like I worked on the wise man, he kept looking like a woman. If you'll remember, if you've watched it, it was a woman in the beginning. It was so feminine. I could not, figure out what I was going to do. But as I kept working on it, just kept working and erasing, ended up with a man. Very masculine features. And see, he just looks too sweet. So I may even look at some other pictures of lions that look more fierce and try to figure out, okay, this is what makes them look fierce. I might do that. Give me a little help here. So he looks like he's smiling. So I've changed that. Give him more of a round. So I'll have to bring it down. Bring this down. I bring this down instead of up, because when your face goes up, you're smiling. Could be a devious smile, but smile nonetheless. You see, just changing that a little bit, and then I'll work on it a lot. And his eyes are going to be important. How he's looking. Is he fierce? You know. So these little things, like this little thing right here, this little shadow right here, those will become important in his face, the way he's looking, his character. He's already developing a character. Too nice. But I'm noticing the feet are not going to be that big of a deal of change, because he's got the face here, and then he's got this mane. So the mane will cover some of his feet. You know, part of his feet. I could bring the bottom of the mane down like this. This is one layer of the mane. This is another layer of the mane. And then I've got those feet already shortened, just by letting this be the top layer and this be the bottom layer of the mane. You see how much I've done in 16 minutes? I've got me something to work with. There you go. 16 minutes of torture. And I'm not through torturing myself yet, but I've got something to work with. I'm just encouraging you. You've got a gift. You got to develop it. Start developing it. See what God does with it. See how you can use it on your job. As a student, you can use it. In a church, as a teacher, anything. You can use your creativity. It's God-given for you to use it. That's why he gave it to you. So I want to encourage you to do it and surprise yourself. You're going to surprise yourself. You're going to look back in 5 years at some of the work you've done and think, how did I do that? You did that because God empowered you to do it. Because you got in the right place of mind. You got your mind on the Lord. You got your mind in a good, healthy place. And then you started your drawing. And then when you do that, you're going to look back in a few years and you're going to amaze yourself. You absolutely are. Be blessed. Till next time.